another episode of High Frequency Convo. I'm your host, Wes Hunt, and this is my host,
Just the God.
and this is the podcast where we spark blunts and conversation. This is our 6th episode, I believe. It's for us, everybody that watched, everybody that supported. Wolf up, everything Wolf, thank you. But this episode right here, you're gonna get a little, you know what I mean, based on our opinions of what's going on. We're gonna take these motherfuckers to Wolf Court. It's Wolf Court right now, you know what I mean? We're gonna talk about these Meg Stallion, this Andrew Tate, and this Gunna situation, you feel me? We can see if they just give our opinions on it, you know what I mean? With a little bit of facts that's going on out there. But the first one that we're gonna talk about, and then before we go into it, like I always do, is like, share, and subscribe. You know what I mean? If you haven't like, share, and subscribe already, like, share, and subscribe. The butt of the day is Electric Kool-Aid and Cali Verde, supported by my man UB. Good looking UB, as always. But the first one we're gonna start off with is Daystar Peterson, aka Tory Lanez. He was found guilty of shooting Meg Thee Stallion after the Kylie Jenner party. MC News reported his original charge was assault with a semi-automatic weapon and carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm. He was found guilty of assault with a semi-automatic weapon, holding a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle, and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. So he now faces 22 years. So we're gonna start off with this case right here with Tory Lanez, and I've been loosely following it, not hard body following what's going on, but it's loosely following the case. But we're gonna start off just flat out. Do you think Tory shot Meg?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Only because the call that he made from jail to Kelsey.
Yeah, but he never said that. He never said what he did.
I mean, I know.
He never talk about anything.
No. I know that, but the fact that you, of course, you're not going to talk. You're not going to say it because you're calling from a jail phone and you know it's being recorded. No, and everybody knows when you get locked, and everybody know when you're locked up, your call's being recorded. So you're not going to mention that, but you're going to talk in the window about it and be like, "Yo, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? I was drunk. I don't even remember what we was arguing about." So obviously he's apologizing for something that he did that he know that was detrimental, especially when he was like, "Yo, she ain't got nothing to worry about. This is all gonna come down on me. You know, her career's still gonna be good." So he know it was something. You know what I mean? He's apologizing for it. The thing about it is, my only issue with the whole situation is the eyewitness who said that he saw a girl shooting, and then he seen a guy shooting.
Yeah.
And my only other issue with that is the fact that there was gun residue in Kelsey's hand and there was gun residue in Tory's hands. That's my only issue with that. But understanding the law, understanding the fact that she took an agreement, so it wouldn't make a difference if she did shoot first or however and when she made an agreement. And at the same time, the eyewitness said, "I saw a girl shoot, and then I seen a guy shooting 4 or 5 shots."
Let's speed up, because that's going to go into my next question. But to me, as the Meg, the Tory shoot Meg, I don't know. We're going to be honest, like, on one hand, I don't know Tory personally, but to basically judge off what you see and how he talks and what you hear about him, he seems like a guy that'd be insecure guy that could probably fly off the handle and do some shit like that. I don't put it past him. I don't put it past nobody. I mean, people's emotional. But do I think he did it? I don't know. The story is too conflicting. One minute is this, one minute is that. I'm hearing a story about this, I'm hearing a story about that. Like, and then on top of that, the timing, like, just to play devil's advocate, I mean, all the conspiracy theories have a field day with this, but the top of the timing is a super suspect. He went independent. He's talking mad shit about the company. He's talking mad shit about the industry. He's talking mad, and he's being outward. He's on IG for mad long around the quarantine time talking mad shit about how they try to do, how Rock Nation try to do this, Rock Nation try to do that, and fuck these niggas. They ain't doing that. This. Then all of a sudden he gets railroaded, seemingly, or the nigga do like so. I like, if you want to be honest, I don't know. Like, at first I was like, nah, he didn't do it. Then I started saying, yeah, that nigga did that shit. Now I don't know. But like, before we go on to my next question, this is just I'm playing a little snippet of his pops, not the whole shit because it's too long, but a snippet of his pops of what he think happened.
This time down.
You want to know exactly how I'm feeling? I just stood here in this Los Angeles County and witnessed the worst miscarriage of justice that this world has ever H.F.C. You want to know how I feel? I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I got some names that I want to call. Alex Spiro, Desiree Perez, and the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes. Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it.
Like, what do you think about those statements right there? Is this a father venting, or do you think it got any credence to what he said?
I think it's a father venting. I mean, here's the thing about that, right? Because you know what I mean? I vibrate high. So certain things I could agree with, certain things I could disagree with. The thing about it is this. Within all complete logic, with no emotion put into it, your son was in a car, he was drinking, he called from jail admitting to doing something that he felt guilty for.
Well, hold up.
Let me
I have to interject with you, because what he said,
let me get back to what.
No, let me say. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm just gonna interject for 2 seconds. What he said that he's feeling guilty for, what he stated. He's saying because he's fucking around with both of them at the same time, and that's what the whole argument started about. That's what he's calling him out, and he said, and he aired out our business. Because my nigga, shout out to Fresh and Fit. Before you go on, shout out to Fresh and Fit. The nigga that has a case. I forgot the name of his channel where he does go on cases. And because he had a background in law enforcement, my nigga Fit. And Myron. I mean, so like, he broke down the shit, and that's why I got the information from. So go on this channel to get more in depth detail of what he said. He like, I mean, like, all this started from basically some love triangle shit, and he aired out on Dirty Laundry, and that's why he's basically
that part
so it could be anything.
No, I understand that.
Is it enough to give a nigga 22 years?
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if it was listen, man.
Right.
On the phone call from jail, only because I'm talking about is a phone call from jail, and that phone call out of his mouth, he said, I don't even remember what the fuck we was arguing about. Out of his mouth.
Okay.
He said, I was too drunk. I don't even remember what we was arguing about.
It's still on a mission.
No, I know it's not no mission. I'm just talking about, he never said it was an argument over the triangle, but I know that's what it was. But he's out of his mouth that the next day from jail, he said, I don't even remember what we was arguing about. I was so fucking drunk. You know what I'm saying? She said, I was so fucking drunk myself. Right? Now, out of his own mouth, still no admission saying he did anything, but like I said, I've been locked up, I've been arrested. You're not going to talk on phones because you know the cause of party. You're not going to admit to nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh, so, you don't want to air her shit over the phone? It could be anything. That's not a nail in the coffin.
I'm not saying it's a nail in the coffin. I'm just going off of his verbal. No, I know. I'm not saying it's a nail in the coffin because I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. So I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm just giving my opinion. I don't know what happened. What I'm saying, off of just the logic. You know what I mean? I would have been like, yo, bro, not for nothing. She got to, you know what I mean? They got me in here on shooting her, and I didn't shoot her. And you know that. You know what I'm saying? So we got to clear this up. And what he did is say, yo, bro, I apologize for what happened. That shit was wrong. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even my character. That ain't even who I am. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Yo, could you get my bodyguard? You get somebody so I can see if I can get bail and get up out of here.
Okay.
And I'm forget that part because I don't know. I'm talking about his pops. I'm talking about the pops because I don't give a fuck about the Tory shit because I don't know if he did it or not. I just got my opinion on it.
That's what we're talking about.
So but his father is, you can't go blame Jay-Z because your son was there with a gun in a car. Somebody pulled the gun and shot. Your son had gun residue in his hands. You don't get gun residue in your hands from not busting a gun. The only way you can get, 2 ways you can get gun residue in your hands, we street niggas, and let's be fucking logical here, is from shooting a fucking gun or being so close to the person when they shoot the gun, the residue backfires on your hands.
It's also, hold up, let me might segue, and like I said, also go into my page. There's rumors about her friend that it was a friend that shot her. And there's also Gunnah's on her shit that said that she could have been a shooter too.
Like I said, when we first started off in my first statement, I said,
let's go to answer that question.
No.
So
like I started, like I said in the
because he's fucking her friend first.
No. Like I said,
that's a fact.
That's a fact. But like I said in the beginning, the eyewitness said, I saw a girl shoot the gun once, and I saw a guy shoot the gun 4 or 5 times. So I would say this: that Kelsey shot the gun. He shot the gun. Which bullet hit her, we don't know. That's the question.
Exactly.
But we know both of them shot the gun.
So that's my whole point. Shouldn't they both be on trial? Why is one on trial? If it's hold up, let me explain for a little bit.
We know why though.
Yeah, my whole point. If Tory, in the same stories I heard, if Tory had gun residue and he witness saw him shoot, and the witness saw a girl shoot and she had gun residue, where the fuck is Meg's homegirl?
I could tell you where.
Why is the Meg homegirl not on trial? Why is Tory getting all the blunt and all the suspicion? Man, what if Tory's defending Meg? And like, what the fuck? You trying to bust that out because you bust that Meg? Like,
but then he would have shot at Kelsey and she would have hit too if he was protecting Meg. So that's not the case.
Okay, who knows the case?
But the bullets would have been at Kelsey, not in Meg's direction.
But it was all around the same area.
But there was 5 bullets shot in Meg's direction.
So was Kelsey bullets?
No, listen, we could explain. No. I understand what you're saying, but you gotta understand how this shit works. When I come, whoever makes a deal with the prosecutor gets a plea deal. Kelsey caught a plea deal, so that was it. Same thing that happened in the Gunna case. Kelsey caught a plea. When she went on case, she was pleading the fifth to everything. So nothing she said can be held against her in the court of law. She took a plea with the prosecutor. That's why Kelsey's not on trial. Was shooting a gun, the residue in her hands, and all of that.
Oh, please, she doing time?
Huh?
She doing time?
No, she ain't doing time. Basically, this.
How does she get on trial? I'm explaining to you.
I'm the prosecutor. I say you come down here, you talk to me, you tell me what happened. I get my lawyer. My lawyer go to you. My lawyer's gonna say to the prosecutor, my client is gonna want to talk, but my client want to be granted immunity, and they will tell you what happened. You know what I'm saying? She was granted immunity. She told them what happened.
She told them what. She wanted them to know that what happened.
She told them what happened.
Now, hold up. Now, I get what you're trying to say. All this shit sounds like, I'm not trying to say Tory did it. I'm just saying, playing devil's advocate, if Shorty did shoot.
No, she gonna say, of course, if the gun residue is in her hands. Let me finish. If the gun, of course, she's tested for gun residue. The prosecutor is going to see this gun residue in her hand. Of course, she's going to say she shot the gun. She's going to have to tell the prosecutor.
I'm going to say that. Listen what the fuck I'm going to say, man. Like, if Meg and Hunter's best friends, they can easily say, yo, let's roll with this nigga. Okay, make it over some friendship, and then, yo, we're going to throw this nigga under the bus. Devil's advocate, obviously, because nigga, none of us know. It's easy for her to say, yo, her lawyer to come and say, yo, get in front of it first, but yo, man, she going to make a fucking plea. She going to tell you what happened, and she tell you what she wants you to know what the fuck happened. It could not be the truth. She just got to you first, and she made a plea.
No.
That means it's the truth.
No. What I'm saying is, no. I'm not. We never. My whole statement wasn't based on whether or not she said was the truth. My whole statement was why.
No, I understand that. I'm trying to say that's still mean the truth.
No, it doesn't make it the truth.
My whole point is,
but the conversation was why she's not on trial. She's not on trial. She was given immunity. That's why. Whether or not. Whether or not. Snitching is only if you commit a crime with somebody.
It sounds like some weasel shit.
Yeah, but whether or not, I understand. But whether or not, I'm telling you the prosecutor the truth to gain immunity is irrelevant. She was given immunity. Why? No, I'm just saying this is why, because you asked why she was on trial.
No, I
understand,
but that's a sidebar question. That wasn't the main question. The main question is, do you think Meg shot him?
No. The main question was talking about the pops.
No, that's another sidebar. I'm just getting what you call it. The main question was, do you think Tory shot Meg? You said no. I said, I don't know. Then the second one was, there's rumors about a friend shooting her. Do you think you shot him? You said no. And I said, I don't know. That's like real talk. I never said I didn't know. I never said that, bro. We was talking about the pops. About whether or not the pops, right. I never said I said clearly, and I'm going to say it again. There's gun residue in her hands. There's gun residue in his hands. Both of them shot the gun. Which bullet hit her, I don't know because I wasn't there. Listen, but both of them shot the gun. But if you go back,
so I didn't say I didn't know.
On the first question, you said, "Do you think Tory shot Meg?" You said yes.
I did.
So why don't you know for fucking her?
Yeah.
So you don't think she shot it? You just think Tory shot it?
No. I think Tory shot it.
You said a resounding yes for Tory.
I think Shorty. And if you go back again, you remember I said only reason I think I say Tory shot her is because the call that he made when he made out of jail. That's why I said it.
Okay.
That's why I said it.
Whatever, man. We're going on beyond that.
That's why I said it.
If he shot her, do you think he deserved 22 years? If he did shoot her in a foot?
I don't believe nobody deserves that many times unless you fucking a serial killer or you a complete rapist. No. So I don't believe nobody.
And I don't think either. And I mean just being straight because I don't know shit about the law intently. So I just did my research and I googled. It's like Google. If you don't believe me, Google yourself. I googled the standard time for shooting somebody or attempting to shoot somebody in the foot or shoot somebody in the foot or shoot somebody below the waist in California. And this is Penal Code 246.3 PC. It says negligent discharge of a firearm. This is a criminal offense defined as willfully discharging a firearm in a grossly negligent manner, which could result in injury or death to a person. Prosecutors can charge the crime as a misdemeanor or a felony, and it carries a sentence up to 3 years of jail or prison time.
Yeah.
So when I saw, and granted, it said it may fluctuate from what happened in the case going down there and what us charges may be on it. But I read the shit earlier.
But he has more than one charge though.
I understand that.
So that's
Let's go back to his charges. Let's go back to his charges.
He has like 4 or 5 charges.
He was found guilty of assault with a 74 firearm. Guilty. He was found guilty of assault with a semi-automatic firearm.
That's some years.
Holding a loaded and unregistered firearm in the vehicle.
That's some years.
And discharging a firearm with gross injustice.
That's some years.
Bro, all those give me the one with the vehicle. I already got the gun on me. That doesn't make sense.
No, but that's the government and all of it carries on all of them charges carries up to 22 years. He hasn't been sentenced yet, so he might not get 22 years. It carries up to 22. All the charges, not just the one charge, all of them carries up to 22 years, and he hasn't been sentenced yet. So we don't know what he's going to get.
Like I said, man, for somebody getting shot in the foot, I never heard of it. Because I'm not a lawyer. I may be fucking wrong. But somebody getting shot in the foot, the unregistered for gun and a firearm. Alright.
Because you're going to get charged for carrying the gun. You're going to
having a gun in the vehicle.
Illegal gun. You're going to get charged with all those charges. You're going to carry 3
like I said, okay, in New York, there's a pretty crazy shit on gun laws. It's not no South. You get caught with an unregistered firearm, you have no bodies on it, it's 5 years. So if you pay that 5 years plus that 3 years, that's 8. You got to what? This is New York. I have no Cali. I think New York got strict gun laws. So it's like, and that's 5 years if you get caught with if you've got nobody, if it's clean, if it's unregistered, if you get caught, it's 5 years.
If you bust the gun in New York City, they're gonna give you 10 years, my nigga. Not just for carrying it. He busts the gun if he allegedly busts the gun. Not just carrying the gun. Carrying the gun and getting caught with it is 5 years. Shooting a gun in a crime is more than 5 years in New York City. A lot more than 5 years.
If you shoot a gun and nobody gets hit, how much it would be credited?
Now if you now depending all of this depends on, like, if you come in to do me harm and I shoot you in the foot, you know what I'm saying? If we get into an argument and I shoot a gun, all of those is look different in the court of law. So all of it is gonna carry a different weight. You know what I'm saying? But each, like I said, you're gonna get charged for each crime. The gun carried, in carrying the gun in the car, having an unlicensed firearm, discharging the firearm, and you know what I mean, if there was people around, they would say discharging the firearm, all this is going to carry. And if you get convicted of all those charges, that's what leads up to all those years. Not just the one charge individually. If your lawyer could get you convicted on one of the charges, 2 of the charges is better. But he got convicted on all the charges. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, if he gets 22 years, that's extreme. You shouldn't.
What if Megan wanted to settle it? Would that have reduced his
that was tried, but it couldn't go on because once the fucking state picks up the case, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. There's nothing you can do once the state picks up the case.
Like I said, bro. Hold up. Like I said, because we move to the next case. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not this, and I don't know the particulars. I had to research, and I know the laws of the time that's supposed to be put on in California for what he was charging with the other 2 crimes he was charged with. But this just sounds shaky as shit from the jump. It does. I'm not gonna lie, because I hear other cases come up and it don't sound shaky to me. I don't have no theories about it. I mean, okay, he did it. It is what it is. Like, this just sounds shaky as fuck from the jump. Her Gayle King interview looked weird and fake as shit. Like,
because she was lying about fucking the nigga.
Like I said, I don't know what she was lying about.
No, that's what she took. Because Gayle asked her, "Did you fuck the nigga?" And she said, "No."
I understand
she
that.
Was hiding that
she was lying about more. Like, I'm not in none of these niggas' heads because that's what I'm saying.
I'm not.
Don't know. I was honest for none of them.
But all I know is that he had a gun in the car and all that.
So did the bitch.
She didn't have a gun. She took Corey. It was Tory's gun.
They both have gun residue. I understand. Like I said.
No. They both had gun residue from the same same gun, not from two
I
different
understand
guns.
two different guns. Who gives a fuck? They both had gun residue and they both busted gun.
Right, I agree with that. I never said
so
that didn't happen.
It's up in the air. It's a flip of a coin for me. So I don't know about y'all. Y'all can do a resign for Tory. I don't know, like, if there's no, and the witness saw two big niggas said shoot a gun, who said what bullet shot fucking man? And why is this bitch not, oh, she took the plea first? Like, okay, why the fuck, Tory could take a fucking plea first. She busted a gun. It was an unregistered gun. Like I said, I mean, maybe. But like I said, it sounds weird. Like I said, I feel you. But it sounds weird to me. It sounds weird. That's what I'm saying. It may sound cool to you and regular to you.
No, it don't sound cool.
It sounds weird as shit to me.
It sounds regular. It sounds
like the justice system.
It sounds
like the justice system. Yeah, it sounds regular.
No, don't sound like the justice system. It sounds weird.
It sounds like the justice system. Wait, no, what I said in that rhyme. What I said in that rhyme. You know what I'm saying? I done seen more. They done took more bodies than anybody.
Like I said,
swear
bro,
it's the devil.
it sounds weird. It sounds shaky.
It sounds just like the justice system to me. That's what they do. Railroad black niggas. That's what they do. That's what they do. So red.
To me, like I said, you could have shot the bitch, but like I said, to me, it sounds put on.
Sounds regular.
But going on.
Sounds like what it is. And
going on to another one is.
I guess being short make you do wild things.
Going on, we're going to the next case. We're going on to this nigga Sergio Giovanni, aka Sergio Giovanni Kitchens, aka Gunna. The rapper pleaded guilty to a charge of racketeering, conspiracy, what is known as an Alfred plea, a deal that allows him to plead guilty and maintain his innocence. He has a 5-year sentence. His 5-year sentence was committed to time served, and he has 500 hours of community service.
What's really to discuss about this? You snitch.
Like I said, my thing is, hold on, man, hold the fuck up, damn, nigga. Like, my whole thing is the Alfred plea. Do you think that was a sweetheart deal for what he was charged with?
I don't understand.
Okay, I understand. The Alfred plea was
let me say
the
what
fuck,
I don't understand what's really there to be said. He took a fucking plea in a case that he probably didn't have to.
Some people say he's not snitching.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Because listen, we can look at it like this. This is snitching. So we can understand. If he was involved in crimes that they're saying that Young Thug and YSL was committing, and he participated in those fucking crimes, and then he now is charged and is trying to get out of it, yeah, he's snitching. If he was just a fucking musical fucking artist on a fucking label, and he was just going and he was pretending, no, he's not snitching. No, now that's left up to that nigga's soul to search. That's up to that nigga's conscience to search. Now, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to say the fact that he was portraying a role, and if that's what you was portraying, then yeah, what he was doing is snitching.
Listen, bro, to answer the question, I think the Alpha plea was definitely a sweetheart deal to be nice. Listen, man, I don't give a fuck if you just a rapper, right? Because I looked at on YouTube story about this nigga. They had the whole documentary about this nigga. He's a good guy. He didn't go for no thug shit. Nigga didn't have no thug shit going on. He go to the nice side part of town, Atlanta. Blah, blah, blah. Do your research on Gunna shit. Nigga did a good YouTube shit about this nigga after this case came out. So, just like the 6ix9ine thing. And he's a little less than 6ix9ine.
Because he was playing parts in crime.
But so did Gunna.
That's why I said Gunna took part in crimes that he snitched.
I don't say if he... I don't even say he was active as...
It doesn't
allegedly
matter.
As all the other niggas. Come on, man, stop. The fuck, I let you talk, let me talk. Stop. That shit is ridiculous. Like, so it's like, I don't know if he took part of the crimes as much as motherfucking allegedly as all the other niggas did. But yes, he partaked in some thugged out shit. So once you partake in some thugged out shit, I don't give a fuck if it's nigga, you're down. As long as you stay away from that shit completely, you're just rapping, you're not doing none of the thugged out shit, you're not using it for none of the thugged out powers, you're not. Then okay,
can I ask you a question? What thugged out shit did he take part in?
He got niggas, when he got robbed, he got them niggas, allegedly. He got niggas fucked up. Then he got, he got niggas shot at, allegedly. Like, don't flip the show.
All right, like I said, I think he snitched. I was just asking you.
I think he
snitched. I said it from the beginning. I don't understand what that even a topic, because he snitched. If you was taking part in crimes, and now you get convicted, and you say that you snitched, that's it.
Do you think what Gunna... I said, okay, do you think we're going to just say,
I don't know. Fucking snitch. I'm going to play. If you took part in crimes, you snitch.
Like I said, whoever didn't see.
If you just an entertainer and you then niggas gunning niggas down, then you not a snitch and you ain't know nothing.
Whoever didn't see or didn't hear the Gunna's testimony, I'm going to play a clip. It's quick. And y'all be able to judge me.
Please state after each statement whether or not you agree or acknowledge that statements are true, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
I became affiliated with YSL around 2016. Is Is that true as it pertains to you, Mr. Kitchens?
Yes, ma'am.
YSL is a music label and a gang, and you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance of the gang.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, wherein hydrocodone, methamphetamines, and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you acknowledge the following statement? I recognize, accept, and deeply regret that my talent and music indirectly furthered YSL the gang to the detriment of my community. YSL as a gang must
Saying
be.
gang a lot for a reason.
Statement or acknowledgement?
Yes.
That's what I said.
She's saying, like I said, she's saying gang a lot for a reason. I mean, like, and it's not only for me and you, motherfuckers. Not only is it debate. Sometimes you just talking on topics for the audience to do. Like, it's not sometimes you know.
I'm not just saying this one is clear as day.
Nah, because it's not. It's not.
Yeah,
A lot of people, that's the reason I put this on it for you. The reason I put this on it because a lot of people don't think it's the consideration just snitching. Matter of fact, Rack 100, the older niggas in my fucking clubhouse. So, and someone like said, I'm not just doing this for no fucking reason. So, like I said, in my opinion, the nigga Gunna snitched. He did with some 6ix9ine.
If you took part in crimes like 6ix9ine did, you have people try to be hit. You do anything that takes part in the organization other than making fucking music, and you get up there and you go against the fucking label or the gang, you a snitch. If you was on that label and you was just making fucking music and they was doing what they was doing and you knew but you wasn't taking part in it and you was just a fucking artist, then you're allowed to say what the fuck you want because you ain't allowed to sit in jail for nobody else's actions.
Going on, we wanted to add to this Andrew Tate thing. You told me about Andrew Tate. Why'd you fuck with his content before we go into what's going on with him?
Because shit is real. He's be on the same vibe I'm on. Same frequency.
I didn't really know Andrew Tate. The first time I saw him was on Fresh and Fit. You say some real shit. You know what I mean? When he's on there, I don't really look at his content like that. But they say right now they denied Andrew Tate bail because actually what Andrew Tate is charged with, before I go on, my fault. Andrew Tate, the former kickboxer turned social media sensation, was charged with human trafficking and denied bail because he's a flight risk and he has fees up to he faces up to 15 to 20 years. Some witnesses came forward. So he faces up to 15 to 20 years. Some witnesses came forward. He's an ex-kickboxer. He turned social media sensation. Started doing his thing. But he's charged with human trafficking now, facing 15 to 20 years. And do you think he's a flight risk? Because that's what he's down on bail. Do you think he will run?
He'll leave the fucking country where they can't come get him easily, but
no. That's a flight risk then.
No, you know what I mean? But you know what it is. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I think only way he'd be a flight risk is if he's fucking guilty. If he ain't guilty, why would he run? If he's guilty, if he runs, then you know the nigga did it. You know what I mean? Like, do I think he did it?
I mean,
hold up, open for it. Do I think he did it? Nah. But can I be sure? No. Because one thing I'm not sure about is fucking humans. Humans is weird and mixy and crazy and emotional and fluctuate and inconsistent as a motherfucker. Your feelings go from this way to this way. Niggas jealousy, envy, and greed and lust and all that shit takes over humans like a motherfucker. So I cannot bank on. Who would have thought R. Kelly been fucking was just fucking little kids. This whole time he's fucking listeners all the time. So who knows what everybody's doing? So it's like, I don't really know, but do I think he's doing that shit? No. So the witnesses that came forward, do that give the charge any credence?
No, because if you know about the case, they only hold him for a month, so they can find see if they could find evidence to prove their case. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see what happens when January ends. Because he was held in December. They were supposed to around December 25th.
I don't know. I mean,
26th, and they were supposed to release him, and then they said no, they're gonna hold him and his brother for longer than a month. And we see how it goes. But Andrew Tate is a fascinating individual to me. Like I say, he vibrates on the same frequency, and he was saying a lot of shit. You know what I mean? That I know the people that are in control, the people that, you know what I'm saying, didn't want it to be said. You know what I'm saying? That's why he was blocked on Twitter, taken off of YouTube and all of them platforms. You know what I'm saying? Because he spoke to a group of people that's needed, and a group of people that they don't need riled up, and that's young men, because they need docile young men. They need complacent, emasculated young men. And he was talking about emasculation of men. You know what I'm saying? And he was saying that
Kevin Samuels was killed for the same shit.
And it was killing, you know what I'm saying? Maybe with Kevin Samuels, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying. I said maybe. I don't know. You know what I mean? I said maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Same ingredients.
You know what I mean?
Same shit he's talking. Same
and you know what I'm saying? But the way the only difference is the way Andrew Tate was going, the amount of followers and the amount of the money he had amassed, and like he would say things like, you know, I done been asked to go to certain parties, turn them down. You know what I mean? Certain things that he would say, like, you know what I mean? I know what's going on. He said, I know that once you get to a certain point, that, and you have a certain amount of influence, that they come for you, or they want you to stop. He said, I've done been told to stop. So he said, I've done been told to stop. I've done been told, you know what I'm saying? So I already know the next place for me is either they're going to try to lock me up or kill me.
So kind of going back to the Tory Lanez, who said that's not up to Tory Lanez?
Huh?
Who said it's not up to Tory Lanez?
Tory Lanez?
He
to be honest with you,
he spoke out crazy against the niggas.
To be honest with you,
like
I mean, it's possible.
Like I said, niggas, I said exactly. It just depends on who you feel more offended.
No, not really offended because I don't know what.
Talk.
But I was still talking when you interrupted.
But still, I think you talk for a good amount. How long did it took for an hour? Niggas are back and forth saying what the fuck you talking about. So it's like, I talk in interviews. Like, so it's like, anyway, like I said, just going back to and it's a good interjection. Going back to talk, because you said all this shit about Andrew Tate, which may be true. Then you threw this whole last shit that Tory Lanez Pop said to the side. I'm not saying it's true, but you just threw it to the side like a nigga that's going independent, which many niggas, many rappers, many, I know, but he just went to stay independent. They wanted to fucking take half of his shit and went to split it, and he didn't want to do it. He said, nah, I'm good. He said, fuck y'all niggas. Made mad songs about it, went on IG, made a rant about it. When mad rappers done said these niggas, they do not like. Now, come on, man, like I said, anyway, you can't throw all that shit to the side. I'm not saying neither one is true. But I'm saying, like, you can't throw all of the side, like, you can't just do one on one.
Nobody put a gun in Tory Lanez's car, nobody told Tory Lanez to bust a gun.
Like I said, who cares?
That
like
matters. You put yourself in a situation.
Okay, say he had a gun in his hand. Say he had a gun in his hand and he busted a gun.
They ain't gonna say he did.
Say he did, but who said he busted at her?
We don't know who he shot, but you took a gun in your hands and you bust a gun. You put yourself in a situation.
Okay, how about this? Guess what? You put yourself in a situation. Who gives a fuck? I'm not trying to say how you got in a situation. I'm trying to say the people that's behind it. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know if anybody's behind it. You put yourself in a situation. I ain't see them come for you on their own. You put yourself in a situation. You created a situation for yourself. So ain't nobody come for you on your own.
So I can have something? You put yourself in a situation, right? Since somebody got it off you. Yeah, I can't wait to catch a nigga wrong. I'm not going to use you to put
No, I can't tell.
Come on, man, chill.
Go ahead.
I can't say I can't wait to catch a nigga blind. I can't wait to catch a nigga blind. Off something, you order something, and he puts himself right where you know you and your niggas be. But what the fuck? That's not trying to say niggas won't take advantage of your stupid misfortune. I'm trying to say who's behind it. I'm not trying to say what happened. I'm trying to say you just denounce who's behind it automatically just because you put yourself in a situation.
I didn't denounce it. I'm just saying.
You did. You didn't
no. I didn't denounce it. I'm just saying you put yourself in a situation. You cause yourself in that situation. I don't look at it as just regular nigga shit to me.
I feel you. I understand. Like I said, I feel you. Well, like I said, okay. Do you think? Okay, then I'm playing a little clip of one of the people that came forward. And they never got a name for the young lady, but the one supposedly, allegedly, Andrew Tate.
Drunk because I'd never done webcam work, so I was very, very nervous. Then that night, we were just sitting on the bed, and Andrew punched me in my arm. I went to the bathroom and cried. It really, really hurt to have someone just hit me in the arm for no reason. I was very confused. Sorry. Sorry, I don't want to cry.
It's okay.
So then when I came out of the bathroom, he was super, super nice. Like, from what I remember, Andrew didn't have any alcohol at all. It was literally just me. That night we cuddled and we ended up having sex, and I was really, really drunk. That was my first night. Then it was kind of like every single night I would work, but as soon as he handed me my money, I soon forgot about him hitting me and everything else, and it was just like, wow, I've got all this money now. Like, he would just pay me a flat fee of £15 an hour, which back then was fantastic. I was making £5 an hour at my 9-to-5 job.
Like I said, man, you would check that whole interview out on Vice, but and it says exclusive woman alleged sexual and physical abuse by Andrew Tate. Like I said, man, the thing about it is, I don't know, these niggas people is crazy, and people who has mass guns in the closet, and as much as you like a person's content, as much as you like what a person says, like African Bambaataa, allegedly. I mean, a lot of people can't force. I don't know if it's alleged anymore. Who know African Bambaataa was a fucking pedophile, weirdo, crazy nigga. So it's like you never know
you can't trust nobody.
You can't trust nobody. So as much as I want to say this, I want to say that, I completely and utterly don't know. I know a lot of this because a witness came forward. They like the real world motherfuckers all the time. And this has come forward all the time. They cry, and 1,000 witnesses come forward. So I don't know how that works. But like, that's not saying she not true. So like, it's crazy. Like, only really the people, only he will know. God or the all, or what you want to claim to, or the victims. You know what I mean? Like, but do you think he will be found guilty for 15 to 20 years?
If they wanted to, yeah.
Sadly, I think they're gonna try to go all the way with this nigga. I don't think they're gonna do the 15 to 20, but
20 years for sex trafficking.
Yeah, sex. I mean, if he's sex trafficking, he deserves it. I mean, like, if really doing it, he really deserves it. But like, if you're not, and they just try to grease that nigga, that's fucked up. I mean, like, bitch is a big possibility.
Why not? They charge Walker with sex trafficking.
How much you got? 50 years?
And the sex trafficking for fucking, with no disrespect to fucking, other than the bitch you pissed on, girls that agree to go along with him for record deals. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? For fucking with little girls, he deserved to be in jail for 50 to 100 years. I don't know. You know what I mean? For women who fucking could have left and walked out the door at any given fucking time. I mean, for women who wanted record deals, for women who stayed because they was getting shoes and then shit got squeaky because he's a weirdo. 50 years? I don't know. If you sex trafficking women across seas to have sex with them and to sell them to other people, that's what I thought sex trafficking was. If a girl agrees to come across seas to come see, I didn't know that was sex trafficking, but I guess that is now, right? If you agree to jump on a plane with a plane ticket and come here, and that's, I thought sex trafficking with me was kidnapping somebody, bringing them over here, and selling them. Right. So how easy we could twist the law to fit what we wanted to fit. You know what I'm saying? When we need to do what we need to do.
If you want to be honest, bro,
that's why I said earlier with the Tory shit. All this shit is the justice system.
That's what I said from the jump. They're like, this is my opinion based. I did a little research, not a super deep dive, but I make sure I had the facts, and I piece my pants off the fuck. What was the facts was written from NBC News or what have you. But I don't fucking know, because I don't know the laws. The laws change from, the laws is whatever they want to use the laws to make it suit or make it fit. It's gonna be it. Like, I don't know there's no standard law. Like, oh, this is how it is all the time. It's never like that. It's
understand
never
this,
like
right? This, so, understand. They charged fucking R. Kelly with RICO. RICO was created for the mob.
How is the only one that called it RICO then? Why is nobody? Where's the network? It makes no sense.
That's my point. You understand what I'm saying? This shit makes no sense. But yet still, if I don't say her name wrong, Giselle Maxwell. I'm not maybe saying the bitch's name wrong. Gillian, whatever the fuck her name is. Yeah, Epstein. You know what I'm saying? And
psychopath bitch.
They she's in federal prison and gets to train people. I don't think, what is it, yoga or whatever it is. This nigga kills himself, but the coroner says his neck was broken. He has a whole bunch of people coming to his island for little girls, young girls and young boys. Tons of names I've seen. Tons of names in that list. From people like Oprah Winfrey to Tom Hanks to even people I'm not.
Will Smith, Jada, Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, the Prince.
I even seen Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Prince is one of Jay-Z and Beyonce.
I seen them on the list too.
And I don't say that. I know it's Will Smith.
No, Will Smith, Jada, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and I don't even know if
other
that's
politicians.
The case.
No, it's
allegedly.
on Netflix. No, not allegedly. On Netflix. They're on Netflix.
Yeah, I know. I see. I'm gonna say allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know for sure.
They had the manifest. They had the shit shown. They had the Bill Clinton's name on it.
Yeah, Bill Clinton name
They showed his fucking video room. He had a fucking picture of Bill Clinton in a fucking dress. What's the shit called when they painted it? Like, oil painted or some shit like that.
To me, I thought that was more sex trafficking.
That's a network.
You got a whole island, and guaranteed there's more islands.
Is his brother caught up in it, or is it just Andrew?
He didn't have a brother. It was just Andrew and H.F.C. He had no brother.
I'm talking about Andrew
Tate.
Tate.
He took Andrew, yeah, his brother too.
Tristan,
That's how it started. His brother met a girl.
I think it's Tristan Tate too,
yeah,
right?
Andrew and Tristan.
Yeah.
And his brother Tristan met a girl and brought her over there. And I think either her boyfriend or somebody called or her family called and said that she's been held against her will. And then that's what happened. And they took them again, and then there was no evidence of that, and it went away, and then it came back again. So, like I said, you can't trust nobody. You know what I mean? Shit, OJ most likely killed Nicole. So you know what I mean? So
OJ did that shit.
You know what I mean? So you don't know. But at the end of the day, I know that the people that we play with don't play fair.
Listen, perfect segue, man. Like I said, to wrap this up, and we got a song today also, but they say, nigga, like I said, man, you can't. That Rico example was the perfect example. How the fuck you gonna charge somebody? Why you charge one person with a Rico? That makes no sense. And Rico's supposed to charge this one to make it a whole one big,
like, understand if
grand
R.
thing.
Kelly has been charged with Rico and
So
he's sex trafficking and it's a network, then where is the other people he was selling the pussy to?
He wasn't selling the pussy, it was all for him.
That's my point. That's my point. So how is it sex trafficking?
After the Patriot Act, before the Patriot Act made it worse. Now they go on, you could do the fuck they go on with do, they can make gang as terrorist groups. Like, I don't know what the laws is. They just make laws up, it's like money.
Think gangs are terrorist groups.
I was getting a fucking haircut.
I think gangs are terrorist groups.
But yeah, anyway, but they can also oppose terrorist laws, like basically like, the shit they do overseas over here. That's why they label them as such. So they can impose regular people.
I understand. So when they lock them up, they can lock them up for long periods of time. Influential gang members.
But before we wrap this up, I was getting a haircut. Why the fuck, America, let me talk to you. Why are y'all in debt $31.1 trillion? What are we doing? Why are we in debt? And it says it's getting worse. It was just today I saw this shit on the news. Why the fuck are we in debt $31.1 trillion? What are we doing? What the fuck is going on? And it's getting worse? Where's the money going? Where's all the rich people? What's going on?
It has nothing to do with that. We're in debt because we loan tons of money to other countries. Number one, number two, America.
We get it together.
America, no.
You bugging the fuck out.
This is meant to happen. You understand? This is meant to happen. It's not going to get fixed. This is meant to happen. This is meant to destroy this place. 20, 30 years from now, our kids will be fucked up unless they could figure it out. You're going to be living in complete fucking poverty unless you can figure it out. You understand? But this is meant to happen. To understand is like, America manufactures nothing.
Yeah.
You understand?
So when you don't outsource.
So when you don't create anything,
we do is outsource.
When you're not creating or building nothing, then it means nobody is working. So now, if nobody's building the cars, because all of that is being paid for cheap labor in other countries, then of course. So now on top of that, a lot of other shit I can't even begin to understand or comprehend or talk about because I don't have the knowledge of it. But it's not. This is what Donald Trump was trying to stop. That's why he was like, I'm gonna put tons of high taxes on people importing products into America. He was like, why? When we export our products, we're being taxed so high, and everybody importing their products is being taxed so less. That's why he said, I'm going to start opening up factories back in America. Excuse me. This is why he was saying things he was doing, because rich people create things outside of America because it's cheaper labor, which is even more fucked up. To understand the paradigm of what the fuck is going on is the fact that you don't say it's wrong, only make it worse for somebody in another country. Because products is not made here and they're made in another country for cheaper labor, then that person's getting $2-3 a week to take care of their family. That's fucked up. And then they get over here and it's sold for $200, $300, $400 dollars. You know what I'm saying? So now on top of you being a fucking idiot for being a plain fucking pure consumer and consuming products that's made for cheap, and then you don't even care that you're fucking your own self, but then you fucking somebody else. Because if we was to stand up, the shit would stop. The shit will stop. But that's another topic for another day. But the shit will stop. You know what I'm saying?
Like I said, man. Like I said, for everybody that's locked up onto this shit, and everybody just moving light. Don't try to feel. Moving light, walking light, and stay on a high frequency, man. But we're gonna wrap this, I believe, 7th episode of High Frequency Convo. Thanks for fucking tuning in. We got the song of the day too. But now, I mean, we're going on the road to 10. On the road to 10, we try to switch some shit up. I'm trying to do some different things after the 10th episode. But it's the 6th episode. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of Ron. I'm proud of everybody that's been behind it. I'm proud of Candace for behind the scenes. I'm proud of everybody that got to this point. You know what I mean? Like, and this is just the early starts. But we got a song of the day. It's Dome Shot on Fullmatic 2 by me. Motherfuckers screaming in the background. We got Dome Shot by the Wolves. It's on Wolfmatic 2. You get on SoundCloud under West Hunt LG. Know what I mean? We got some new shit coming too. And go on United Master, you got some new shit coming on that too. But this is Dome Shot.
Can you see my eyes? Do you see my soul? Can you see my sins? But you don't know my pain. Or where I'm going, or where I've been. The only
Look
thing
it up,
I
nigga. That's an OG. SoundCloud.
I take a split to the head like a dome shot. I take a bottle to the head like a baby crumb. Crazy thought to my head, fucking let's roll out. Tell a bitch, give me head out and let's go now. Yeah, hand on, I got my 10 toes down. Other hand on the pack looking for boys now. Niggas behind on my head like a nose clown. Like Pop said, I keep my head until they won't pound. You don't gotta be the head of phone Voltron. Yeah, that's just feel like the arms when I knock 'em out. With my songs, my nigga Black is the fucking heart. Fino the back without him, there's no walking out. Put me in any cipher, I'm the one they talk about. Hard work beats our talent, so bring them coffins out. I'm valid in any hood like a Roku wow. I took that bottle to the head, I think I'm about to drown. Fucking bring the light fast. Where my songs come from, sleepless nights, yes. Every word that I write, a piece of my stress, yes. You could turn pain to gold, I wear a my neck. Feeling like a king, I know. Luther probably vexed in the villa with some rings. That's the shit that's coming next. Probably winning with my team instead of feeling like the next. The crazy thoughts in my head, yeah. Gotta show the shit. I take a split to the head like a dome shot. I take a bottle to the head like a baby crumb. Crazy thoughts in my head, fucking let's roll out. Tell a bitch, give me head after let's go now. Yeah, hand on, I got my 10 toes down. Other hand on the pack looking for boys now. Niggas behind on my head like a nose clown. Like Pop said, I get my head until they won't pop. Yeah, nigga hard-headed like a bison. A street fighter, but I never saw a bison. The last level, try to get my team right, man. Was this close that we all got indicted. You know, Rico not my cousin, but the shit that trapped them people up a soul in at once. Never get me ever breathing, looking at that little window, seeing season after season pass you by. Then it crosses your mind. Is it better if you just die? Nah, I got too many reasons to live. My brother's kids feel like my fucking kids, and I won't rest if I never try to make it. And I can't stress all the things that truly made me, yeah. I take a split to the head till the suicide doors on that brand new Benz fucker. After the head, shorty roll out. Jump in the Autobot, that's how I roll out.
To the head like a dome shot.
Everything woke, man.
Body to the head like a little crumb.
Just try. Whoever's out there, man, just try. Whatever y'all got on your mind, whatever dream y'all got, whatever aspiration y'all got, just try. Do it. Don't try, do it. Do it. Fail forward. Fail forward, man. That's what we on. We fucking going. We feeling forward. Yo, man. We're gonna do it like we do. Like we always do. Think of what the fuck you gotta think of. Last word.
I'm gonna quote the prophet Michael Jackson. And I'm gonna tell you, start with the man in the mirror. And walk forward.
I'm gonna stick to the script. I'm trying to fuck this one up because I'm nice. Keep me under grace, not under law. My negative thoughts is weak. My positive thoughts are strong. Light.